remember, an army officer and 4 other personnel were killed in action during an encounter between security forces and terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir's Poonch district on Monday. Now, the anti-insurgency operation was launched in a village close to Dera Ki Gal, which started in the early hours following intelligence inputs about the presence of heavily armed terrorists there. The operation has been on for the last 24 hours. The hiding terrorists fired on search parties that resulted in a fierce gunfight and critical injuries to a junior commissioned officer and 4 other soldiers. They've died from their injuries.
An anti-terror operation launched in the mountains of Surankot in Poonch district early this morning, facing heavy firing from the terrorists who killed 5 soldiers including a junior commissioned officer today. The most casualties the army has suffered in the last 17 months in Jammu and Kashmir. The Indian Army launched a cordon and search operation in villages close to DKG or Dera Ki Gali in Surankot area of Poonch. In the ensuing firefight, 1 JCO and 4 Jawans suffered critical injuries. Reinforcements were rushed, but until evening there was no news of any terrorist casualties. Official sources say at least 5 terrorists have infiltrated in the past 2 days and reached DKG, which is around 30 kilometers inside the LOC. In the past few days, 2 terrorists have been killed in separate encounters in Kashmir. The police say one of them allegedly involved in the killing of a cab driver last Tuesday, but his family claims Imtiaz Ahmed Dar was a labourer and not involved in terrorism.
This happens. This happens. This is
After a spate of recent targeted killings, the police have launched a massive mass crackdown in Kashmir. Over 700 people suspected to have links with separatists have been arrested in the last 4 days.
Encounter in Poonch and heavy casualties suffered by the army is a clear indication that the security force have to deal with another front in south of Pir Panjal at a time when their hands are already full following recent incidents in Kashmir Valley. On the LOC, the army said that situation is regressing to pre-ceasefire days. In Srinagar, Nazir Masoodi for NDTV.
And Nazir joins us live with the latest updates. Nazir, we're told now that it's been 24 hours since this operation was launched. What's the update?
Well, operation is underway. It was a long night for the army to, pinpoint the location of these militants who attacked the army yesterday, engaged with them, killed 5 soldiers. And then since then, army is trying to flush them out. Large, reinforcement has been rushed to the area, including the other security from other security forces. But so far, there has not been any, contact, such a contact where they can be pinned down there. And there have been, reports since yesterday morning. There was intermittent firing, though heavy firing. But so far, there has not been any success for the security forces to track down those who were involved in this encounter. Because it is the first time in this area where security force has suffered heavy casualties in Poonch area in such an encounter. And it looks like that this army had actually landed into an ambush laid by these militants yesterday morning when they launched the operation. So clearly it looks like the militants were well entrenched in the area. So it is going to take more time, what security forces are telling us.